हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू शर्मा एकेडमी। आज का टॉपिक है द बेलमेंट। ओके, द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ बेलमेंट, जो कि लीगल के एग्जाम में एटलीस्ट 3 मार्क्स रहते हैं इस एग्जाम से, इस टॉपिक से। द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ बेलमेंट। ओके, 3 क्वेश्चन फॉर श्योर शॉर्ट इन द लीगल एग्जाम। ओके, सबसे पहले देखते हैं व्हाट इज अ बेलमेंट। सपोज देर आर 2 पर्सन ए एंड बी। Okay, A has a car and B wants his family trip to a particular place. Suppose Uti, he wants to go to Uti. A is a very good close friend to B. B asks A for his car to provide B his car. Okay, then this will be the case of implied agreement. Okay, there are 4 elements in the bailment. ओके, तो इस केस में क्या हो जाएगा, ए के पास कार है तो ए हमारे पास हो जाएगा यहाँ पे। ए वुड बी द बेलर, दैट इज हु इज गिविंग द गुड्स और समथिंग एल्स टू द बेली। बेली, हु इज द बेली? बी इज द बेली in this case. Then what would B do with the car? Okay, he had made an agreement with A. That is the implied agreement. I've already explained what is implied and express. Express means written, in written form. Okay, but here it is in implied form. This agreement is in implied form. Implied means orally, verbally, or mutually understandable. Okay, but in case of express, it is well written on the documents, and that's why it is express agreement. ओके, तो यहाँ ए और बी के बीच में कौन सा एग्रीमेंट हो गया? इम्प्लाइड एग्रीमेंट हो गया। ठीक है, द फर्स्ट एलिमेंट ऑफ द बेलमेंट। देन व्हाट हैपेंस द नेक्स्ट? A will deliver the car to B. Okay, that is the delivery of goods. Second step, and B would take a trip to Uti with his family. Okay, B would accomplish his purpose for the car, of taking borrowing the car from A. Okay, and after that trip, that tour, we would return the car back to A in the well mannered condition. Okay, here B would return the car back to the A. Okay, this was the whole concept of bailment, what the bailment is. Okay, in this case, who is the bailer? A is the bailer, because A is delivering the goods to B, and B is the bailee. Okay, these are the essential elements. Please note this that in case of bailment, there is always a agreement, delivery of goods, purpose, and after the accomplishing purpose, that particular purpose, the bailee would return that specific good, or whatever it is taken by A or a bailer. Okay, सेक्शन 140 नेक्स्ट देखते हैं। सेक्शन 148 ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक्ट 1872 डिफाइंस द वर्ड बेलमेंट। ओके, which section? That is section 148. When the purpose of the transfer is accomplished, the good needs to be returned or disposed of according to the direction. Okay, हमारे एग्जाम्पल केस में क्या किया? जैसे ही पर्पस अकम्प्लिश हो गया, तो उसके बाद बी ने कार को रिटर्न कर दिया ए को। ओके, आफ्टर अकम्प्लिशिंग हिज टूर, द पर्पस हु डिलीवर्स द गुड इज नोन एज, द पर्सन हु डिलीवर्स द गुड इज नोन एज बेलर। हमारे केस में बेलर कौन था? ए, बिकॉज ही हैज द कार एंड ही इज डिलीवरिंग कार टू बी। ओके, एंड द पर्सन हु रिसीव्स द गुड इज बेली। ओके, ओके, प्लीज नोट दिस। इससे आपका क्लियर हो जाएगा दैट बेलमेंट इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम सेल। थोड़े से इसके पॉइंट देखते हैं, बेलमेंट और सेल के बीच में क्या डिफरेंस है, उससे और क्लियर हो जाएगा आपका। इन केस ऑफ बेलमेंट देयर इज ट्रांसफर ऑफ पोजेशन बट नॉट ऑफ ओनरशिप। ओके, देयर इज द ट्रांसफर ऑफ पोजेशन बेलमेंट में क्या होता है? ट्रांसफर ऑफ पोजेशन। ओके, यहाँ पे क्या किया, ए ने अपनी कार बी को दे दी, दैट इज द ट्रांसफर ऑफ पोजेशन। बट ओनरशिप किसके पास है? ओनरशिप विल रिमेन विद ए ओनली। एंड इन सेल देयर इज द ट्रांसफर ऑफ पोजेशन एज वेल एज ओनरशिप, बट in case of sale there is both, that is possession and as well as ownership. Okay, next point देखते हैं, bailment is concerned only with the movable property. Okay, the bailment is only and only concerned with movable property, but sale deals with movable and immovable property. Okay, this is the main factor of the bailment, that is bailment is for the only which kind of property? That is movable properties. Next point, in bailment a bailee must return the good or disposed as required. Okay, in case of bailment the bailee, that is B, would in our example B has returned the car back to bailer, that is A, his friend A, after accomplishing his tour. Okay, but in case of sale the buyer need not return the good as she bought it. Okay, पर सेल के केस में ऐसा नहीं होता है. The object in the bailment is temporary, but in sale it is permanent. Next देखते हैं meaning of bailment. When one person delivers to another certain goods to be used for a certain purpose. Please note this thing. याद रखना इस चीज को. Bailment में for a certain purpose. Okay. And the contract is known as the contract of bailment. Contract will specify the time for which the goods will remain with the person taking them. Okay. Also, the person who gives the goods can direct the other either to return the goods after the requisite time has expired or direct him to dispose of the goods in a particular manner. Okay. A will decide that after a particular time, but B has to do with his car. Either B would return the car back to A, or that solely depend on A, that is bailer. Okay. Okay. Please remember रखना इस लाइन को. In order to constitute bailment, there must be delivery of goods. Okay. Why so? Because to constitute a contract of bailment, there should be a delivery of goods, and there must be a contract to return after the return the specific goods by the bailee to the bailer after a specific purpose. The essence of bailment is, what is the essence? Please note this line. Essence of bailment is possession. Please remember this word possession. Possession is in only and only in the case of bailment. The contract of bailment के केस में ही पोजेशन होता है. ओके, इसेंस यही है कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ बेलमेंट का. द बेली मस्ट रिटर्न द गुड्स विदाउट अ डिमांड ऑन ड्यू डेट. ओके, बेलर बाउंड टू डिस्क्लोज टू बेली. in which cases? Let's see. The bailor is bound to disclose to the bailey faults in the goods bailed. Okay, हमारे पास A and B, and A has the car, A is the bailor. ओके, बी इज द बेली. ए ने अपनी कार बी को दी, तो ए को फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल क्लेरिफाई करना पड़ेगा कि कार में कोई फॉल्ट है कि नहीं है. ओके, ही हैज टू डिस्क्लोज ऑल द फैक्ट्स रिगार्डिंग द कार, दैट इज द टायर पंचर्ड एंड फ्यूल इज टोटली एम्प्टीड, एंड वट एवर प्रॉब्लम कार इज फेसिंग, दैट ए हैज टू डिस्क्लोज टू बी. ओके, ऑफ विच द बेलर इज अवेयर. जिस चीज का बेलर को पता है वो उसको डिस्कस करना पड़ेगा बी के साथ. एंड विच मटेरियली इंटरफेयर विद यूज ऑफ दैम. ओके, और एक्सपोज द बेली टू एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी रिस्क. ओके, सपोज दैट द कार की ब्रेक इन लगती है, तो दैट इज द एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी रिस्क फॉर द बी गोना फेस इन अवर एग्जाम्पल. ओके, तो ए हैज टू डिस्क्लोज B that these are the faults at present, and these are the condition that lags in the car. A has to disclose to B before providing goods to B. And if he doesn't make such disclosure, he is responsible for the damage arising to the belly directly from such faults. Okay, अगर ए ने ये वाले जो भी फैक्टर हैं डिस्क्लोज नहीं किए बी के लिए, तो हु विल बी हेल्ड रिस्पॉन्सिबल इन केस ऑफ एक्सीडेंट और समथिंग एल्स रॉन्ग हैपेंड टू बी एंड हिज फैमिली? A will be held totally liable. Okay, if the goods are bailed for hire, the bailer is responsible for any damage whether he was aware of the existence of such faults in the goods bailed or not. Okay, for an example, A lends a horse which he knows to be vicious. Okay, to A ने A के पास एक हॉर्स है, उसने बी को लैंड कर दिया. ओके, ही डजंट डिस्क्लोज द फैक्ट दैट द हॉर्स इज विशियस. ए ने ये फैक्ट बी को डिस्कस नहीं किया बी के साथ कि हॉर्स इज विशियस, एंड हॉर्स रन्स अवे, बी इज थ्रोन एंड इंजर्ड. ओके, तो who would be held responsible for the damage that we had faced? That is, A would be held responsible. Okay, if something happens to B under undisclosed factors by A. Next is bailee is to take care of goods. Okay, in our example, A was the bailer and B was bailee. Okay, A has the car, that is a good provided to B. ये बोल रहे हैं कि बेली जैसे ही कार बी ने कार ली ए से फॉर स्पेसिफिक पर्पज, then B has to take care of that car as much care as would be provided by the owner. Okay, that is A. In all cases of bailment, the bailee is bound to take care of the goods bailed to him. Okay, bailee is completely bound to take care of goods bailed to him as he would do for his own goods. इस केस में बेली को बी को कार का पूरा ध्यान रखना है जैसे अपनी कार है. The bailee, in the absence of any specific contract, the bailee is not responsible for the loss, destruction or deterioration of the things bailed if he takes such care. Okay, even after taking such so much care of the car, there is something accident happen or something wrong happened, the loss, destruction or deterioration in the car after taking so much care of the car, who would be held responsible? There would bailee would not be held responsible. In that case, B would not be held responsible because he has taken care of the car as much as of the owner. Okay, on the other hand, if the bailee does anything different or inconsistent with what was supposed to be done with the goods, the bailer can demand the bailee must pay the damage suffered as a result of these acts. Okay, इस केस में अगर बेली does anything different or inconsistent what was supposed to be done with the goods, okay, if B ने कुछ भी inconsistent कर दिया against the prescriptions of A, owner of the car, okay, then who would be held responsible? Then B would be held responsible. Bailee would be held responsible for the damage that would incur after such happenings. So the contract of bailment is voidable. Let's see when it is voidable. At the option of bailer, if the bailee does any act with regard to the goods bailed inconsistent with the conditions of the bailment, when the contract of bailment will be voidable. अगर if bailee against the terms and conditions of the contract of bailment कुछ भी करता है, ऐसा कोई भी एक्ट करता है जो अगेंस्ट है टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ बेलमेंट, देन दैट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ऑफ बेलमेंट वुड बी voidable. ओके, एट द ऑप्शन ऑफ बेलर की साइड से क्या हो जाएगा, वो voidable हो जाएगा. इफ द बेली मेक्स एनी यूज ऑफ गुड्स बेल्ड which is not according to the condition of the bailment, he is liable to make compensation to the bailer for any damages arising out to the goods from or during such use of them. Okay friends, let's see the effects of mixing of goods and expenses. Okay, if the bailee with the consent of the bailer mixes the goods of bailer with his own goods. The baler and the belly shall have an interest in proportion to their respective shares in the mixture thus produced. ओके क्या कहना चाहते हैं ये? अगर ए के गुड्स हैं एक्स एंड बी के गुड्स हैं वाई and here A is the baler and B is the belly. In this case, A gives his goods, that is X, to Y, and B asks the baler that he will mix his own goods along with X. Okay. Then the mixture, that is X plus Y, in which ratio these are the proportion of X and the proportion of Y, that is the final product. This is the X plus Y is the final product. The baler will receive the proportion X and baler would receive belly would receive the proportion Y in the final product as per the final product. Okay, that is in to their respective shares in the product. Let's see next. If the belly without the consent of baler mixes the goods of the baler with his own goods and the goods can be separated or divided, the property in the goods remain with the parties respectively. The belly is bound to bear the expense of separation or division, okay, or any damages arising from the mixture. What does this want to say? Who would be held responsible if the in this product there occurs the damages and this belly has mixes his own goods with the goods of baler X, baler A, that is the X, without the consent of baler, then who would be held responsible? That is B would be held responsible if there occurs any damages, and B would bear the expense of separation or division or any damages arising from that particular mixture, that is the X plus Y. Okay. If the belly without the consent of the baler mixes the goods of the baler with his own goods, okay, same condition, X plus Y कर दिया B ने, baler ने, sorry belly ने, here is the belly, baler, okay, but without the consent of baler, that is A, okay, then and it is impossible to separate this, it is impossible to separate this X plus Y, okay, the goods bailed from the other goods and deliver them back. The baler is entitled to be compensated by the belly for the loss of goods. ओके तो इस केस में ए को कैसे प्रोपोर्शन मिलेगा अपना एक्स वाले प्रोडक्ट का? डेट बेली वुड कंपनसेट फॉर द टोटल अमाउंट ऑफ that particular X value or the goods value. Belly would compensate baler here. Okay, let's see example. A bales a bag of 4 flour worth 100 a bag to B. Okay, here A is the baler. A ने अपने बैग दिए फ्लोर के, अनाज के, ओके, वर्थ ₹100 पर बैग. हाउ मच? टू बी, बेली. ओके, बेली ने क्या किया? विदाउट द एज कंसेंट मिक्सिस द फ्लोर विद अनदर फ्लोर वर्थ ₹75 अ बैग. ए ने अपना ₹100 पर बैग वाला मटेरियल बी को दिया था, बट बी ने क्या किया? ₹75 वाला बैग उस बैग में ₹100 वाले पर बैग में मिक्स कर दिया without the consent of baler. Okay, B must compensate A for the loss in the value of his floor. Okay, तो इस केस में B would compensate A, Billy would compensate baler for the loss in the value of this ₹100 per bag. Okay, let's see the next duties of the belly with regard to the goods. It is a duty of the bailey to return the goods bailed as soon as the time for which they are bailed has expired. Okay, for the purpose for which they are bailed has been accomplished. After when the purpose has been accomplished, the bailey should return those goods to the baler. Okay, or the time that has expired, bailey should return before that expiration time to the baler. all the goods. The bailee is responsible to the bailor for any loss. Okay, who would be responsible? Bailee is responsible for the bailor for any loss, destruction or deterioration of the goods if the goods are not returned on time. अगर समय पे गुड्स वापिस नहीं किए गए तो कोई भी लॉस, डिस्ट्रक्शन और डिटरोएशन इन ऑफ द गुड्स, हु वुड बी हेल्ड रिस्पॉन्सिबल? दैट इज द बेली वुड हेल्ड बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल. ओके, नेक्स्ट पॉइंट देखते हैं. इन द अब्सेंस ऑफ एनी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट टू द कॉन्ट्रेरी, द बेली इज बाउंड टू डिलीवर टू द बेलर एनी इंक्रीज ऑफ प्रॉफिट विच मे हैव अरीजन फ्रॉम द गुड्स बेल्ड. ओके, अगर जो भी गुड्स बेल किए हैं बेलर ने, ओके, अगर इन गुड्स से कोई प्रॉफिट होता है या इंक्रीज इन वैल्यू होती है, दैट देन बी वुड गिव दैट पर्टिकुलर प्रोपोर्शन टू बेलर. ओके, दैट इज ए. बहुत ही प्यारा सा एग्जांपल है. अगर ए ने एक काऊ है, ए के पास एक गाय है, एक ए के पास, ए ने अपनी गाय बी की कस्टडी में छोड़ दी एंड बी एग्रीज टू टेक केयर ऑफ द काऊ. ओके, ए ने अपनी काऊ बी को बेल कर दी. ओके, एंड बी एग्रीड टू टेक केयर ऑफ द काऊ एज मच एज टेक केयर वाज गिवन बाय ए. द काऊ डिलीवर्स अ काफ. ओके, काऊ का बछड़ा हो गया तो बी इज कंप्लीटली बाउंड टू डिलीवर द काफ एज वेल एज द काऊ टू ए आफ्टर द बिफोर द एक्सपायरेशन पीरियड. ओके, राइट्स ऑफ बेली विद रिगार्ड टू गुड्स. बेली के राइट्स देखते हैं विद रिगार्ड टू द गुड्स. द बेलर इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू द बेली फॉर एनी लॉस which the bailee may sustain because of the reason that the bailor was not entitled to make the bailment or receive back the goods. Okay, if the bailor has no title to the goods and the bailee in good faith delivers them to the bailor or according to the directions of the bailee is not responsible to the owner in respect of such delivery. Okay, इस केस में अगर बेलर के पास कोई भी टाइटल नहीं है उन गुड्स का, बट बेलर ने बेली को वो गुड्स बेल कर दिए हैं. ओके, बट इन गुड फेथ बेली ने रिटर्न कर दिए वही गुड्स बेलर को आफ्टर द टाइम पीरियड, देन बेली वुड नॉट बी हेल्ड रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू द ओरिजिनल ओनर, ट्रू ओनर. ठीक है, इन रिस्पेक्ट ऑफ सच डिलीवरी. ओके, इन दैट केस बेली वुड नॉट बी हेल्ड रिस्पॉन्सिबल इफ द गुड्स आर टू बी, नेक्स्ट देखते हैं, इफ द गुड्स आर टू बी केप्ट और टू बी कैरिड और टू हैव वर्क डन upon them by the bailee or the bailor, the bailee is to receive no remuneration. The bailor shall repay to the bailee the necessary expenses incurred by him for the purpose of bailment. Okay, last point देखते हैं, bailey's lien. Okay, what is the bailee lien? If the bailee has rendered any service involving the exercise of the labor or skill in respect of goods bailed to him, he has a right to retain such goods until he receives the ड्यू रेम्यूनरेशन फॉर द सर्विसेज ही हैज रेंडर्ड. इसका बहुत प्यारा एग्जांपल देखते हैं. इन केस ए ने अपना सूट छोड़ दिया बी के पास. ओके, ए ने अपना सूट यहाँ पे बी दैट इज टेलर के पास छोड़ दिया टू मेक अ प्रॉपर सूट ऑफ द दैट क्लॉथ. ओके, एंड आफ्टर सम टाइम बी ने वो क्लॉथ वो सूट तैयार कर दिया, बट बी तभी उसी सूट को ए को देगा जब ए जो है ए वुड मेक द पेमेंट ऑफ दैट सूट. ओके, अदरवाइज बी हैज द फुल राइट टू कीप दैट पर्टिकुलर सूट विद हिमसेल्फ. ओके, दैट इज द बेलीज लीन. इन दिस केस टेलर वाज द बेली एंड अ पर्सन who is providing the suit who is giving the suit for making it in a proper cloth. Okay, that is bailor. Okay, इसका नेक्स्ट एग्जांपल देखते हैं. A delivers a rough diamond to B. Okay, A ने डिलीवर कर दिया B के लिए एक डायमंड, अ ज्वेलर. B जो है एक ज्वेलर है. To be cut and polished which is accordingly done. B is entitled to retain the stone till he is paid for the services he has rendered. बी जो है completely entitled है कि वो उस डायमंड को अपने पास रखे, कब तक, जब तक उसे अपनी रेम्यूनरेशन ना मिले फॉर द skills and for making that stone into a proper diamond. Okay. True and false about the contract of bailment. Let's see the first one. Bailer is a person who delivers his goods to the surety to enable him to give a guarantee. There is no relation between the surety and bailer. Okay, this is false. Bailee can use the goods given by the bailer in the manner as he likes. No, he can't use the goods in the manner as he likes, but he can use the goods as per the agreement or as per the contract provided by the contract that is between the bailer and bailee. Okay, he cannot use in the manner as he like. Okay, this is false. The bailee can keep the goods bailed to him, and he need not return the same to the bailer. That is, this is false. He has to return to the bailer after a specific purpose and expiry. Before expiry, he has to return. Bailee has to return the goods to the bailer. Giving a product on rent for the use to another person is a contract of bailment. Okay, this is true. This is the contract of bailment. That is the definition. Giving a product on rent. Okay, किसी product को rent पे भी देंगे for the use to another person. This is also a contract of bailment. If ornaments kept in safe locker of the bank are stolen in spite of due care by the bank, okay, the bank is liable to the depositor for the ornaments. Okay, this is false. Why so? Because he has the bank has provided here the due care, okay, as much as care as the provided by the bailer himself, that is the customer. As much as care the customer will give to their ornaments, the same is provided by the bank. But after such all things, these ornaments are stolen from the bank safe locker. Okay, in this case the bank will not be held liable because bank has already provided the due care. Okay, as much care as the owner will give to his goods. Okay, so this is false. It is the obligation of the bailee to keep his goods separate from the goods of the bailer. Okay, हमने already पढ़ लिया ये. This is true. This is purely the obligation of the bailee to keep his goods separate. Okay, this is X, this was the X and this was the Y. X goods belong to A and Y belongs to B. Without the consent of A, the bailer, okay, B cannot mix his own goods with X, with the goods of bailer. The bailer is liable for any loss to the bailee if the goods bailed are defective and the bailer knowingly doesn't disclose this fact to the bailee. Okay, please note this. Bailer ने जानबूझकर फैक्ट को डिस्क्लोज नहीं किया कि गुड्स जो हैं डिफेक्टिव हैं, तो इस केस में कौन who would be held liable? Bailer would be held liable. Okay, this is true. Okay, लास्ट देखते हैं. इफ द bailee has rendered any service involving the exercise of labor or skill, okay, labor and skill in respect of the goods bailed to him. In our example, like a suit was given to B, that is tailor, to convert it into a coat. B would give a coat to A and A provides the suit to B. Okay, this was the flow. In our example, he has a right to retain such goods until he receives ड्यू रेम्यूनरेशन फॉर द सर्विसेज ही रेंडर्ड. ओके, बी ने जैसे ही कोड तैयार कर दिया, बी अपने पास तब तक रख सकता है इसको जब तक ए उसकी पेमेंट ना कर दे. ओके, That was all for the day. Thank you, guys.